Welcome to Trinity Valley Community College, where community means more than just a word. Here, you're part of something bigger, a place built to help you connect, grow, and thrive. At TVCC, we deliver a champion quality education that puts students first. We are driven by excellence. We ignite innovation. We build the workforce and grow community leaders. We don't accept failure. We redefine what it means to succeed. Welcome to Trinity Valley Community College. Welcome home.
Welcome to Trinity Valley Community College. At TVCC, we're more than a college, we're a community, a place where you can connect, grow, and create a future you're proud of. We provide you a variety of pathways and hands-on learning opportunities to find your path and success in the Valley. We offer you classroom settings where you aren't lost in the crowd, but stand out. Why attend TVCC? Why not? So what are you waiting for? Come find your pathway in the Valley and become a Cardinal today.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cardinal Cast, a weekly program originating from our beautiful campus here at Athens, Texas. If you want information how you can become a Cardinal, check out our website at tvcc.edu. Now, let's sit back and enjoy Cardinal Cast with our president, Jason Morrison.
All right, good afternoon. Welcome to the Cardcast on this beautiful Friday. We're on 4-day work week, so it's kind of like Friday, but Thursday. Here in the Valley, it's a beautiful day out. Start of summer one Tuesday. We started summer one classes. So we got some students on campus over at the welding building. We got a lot of students online. We got some camps coming up next week. I think the Cardettes have a camp for the kiddos next week. Poe's got a camp going on this week for football. I mean, it may be summer, but a lot of things happening at the Valley as we get geared up for the fall semester and the start of all the madness again. It's been a busy week. Over the weekend, our TVCC Cardinal singers had the opportunity to go to New York and sing at Carnegie Hall. Such a world stage for those students, and they did an amazing job. And we got to take them around to see different sites in New York. Once in a lifetime opportunity for many of those students to get that chance. And it's great that we have an institution that invests in our students and give them opportunities to see, expand their horizon, experience different things. And, and it doesn't get any better to be able to perform on the stage in which they performed in New York City. Before we get to our guest today, Eric Box is in the house talking all things corporate training. He is the guru of corporate training. He knows every single detail about it.
That's right.
He carries Rich.
That's right. He's already at my back.
If Rich is watching right now, Rich is at a trade show looking at new items that we can incorporate in corporate training. Before we get to our guests, we need to remind our audience out there across the world, Eric, across this whole world, everybody's going to be learning about corporate training at Trinity Valley Community College. We need to remind them of the mission statement. Do you want to go for it?
No, I do not.
Transforming lives to affordable and accessible education. It's what we do.
Thank you.
And just like we transformed the lives of those Cardinal singers going to New York, they were able to participate in our choir, get scholarships, lower their tuition costs. We made it affordable and we made it transformational. So that's what we do here at the Valley. But today is all things corporate training. We know about our academic programs, welding, nursing, our bachelor's in teacher education, bachelor's in nursing, automation controls, drafting programs, associate of arts and pathways in psychology and liberal arts and those kind of studies, sciences. Everybody knows all about those type of programs. And last week we heard about our continuing education programs.
Okay.
But we've been working over the past 18 plus months on customized corporate training. Eric, tell me and the audience out there, what is customized corporate training?
That is a good question. Quickest answer.
I hope you know the answer to it.
I hope so too. But yeah, we basically Our goal is to partner with businesses in various counties. As you know, we have 5 campuses, so that opens the door up to quite a few businesses. But we've been out in the community. That's probably more Rich's job, knocking on doors and meeting the owners of these businesses.
He's been kicking tires.
He has been kicking tires, shaking hands, kissing babies. He's real good at it. I've been starting to kick some tires down in Palestine and some various other cities. But what we do is we partner with corporations in various counties, and then we kind of come up with viable training that they need to upskill their employees.
And now this is the people that they currently have employed.
It could be
that they're investing in to sharpen skills,
correct,
retrain or update skill sets with area businesses that support our service district.
Completely.
So Trinity Valley is out there supporting these area businesses in order to help them maintain and grow as a entity.
Absolutely. Well said. And yeah, retention's always kind of an issue. So, we are the kind of missing link. Say you have that employee that is excellent on the floor, great at the job that they're currently doing, but hey, you want to exceed, make them a manager, put them upper management. So you got to get them some skills like leadership training or communication strategies
So this runs a whole from, let's say, training them to work the widget to supervisor leadership training.
That's it, to make
so
the schedule.
It goes from all different levels.
That's it. We can basically customize it, like Dr. Morrison said, any way you like it. So depending on what industry you are, we can tweak it specific to your industry.
If I need computer training,
bingo.
Boom.
I have basic computer literacy training that we do. As cheap as
and didn't you do some AI training a couple weeks ago?
We did an AI teaser workshop. The thing is that to get people kind of hooked, we do these little like lunch and learns is what we've been calling them. So it's a little taste. We'll give you about an hour and we feed you, but we teach you about AI. So last week it was great because we had a a couple people from Dallas come down to our Kaufman campus, which we're really trying to renovate and utilize a little bit more. But
that's kind of a training hub.
Training hub, right? So we've been
partnership with the local
nice.
EDC with Stewart.
Stewart's very
we
supportive.
We have some wonderful partnerships with Palestine EDC, the Kaufman EDC,
Terrell.
And Terrell EDC, and possibly some emerging Forney EDC.
That's what we're expanding.
We appreciate those relationships with those economic development directors and how they support the college and what we're trying to do with this training. Because this training is different. This is not a 8-week curriculum based, 16-week curriculum based. This could be a 24-hour total leadership training or 16-hour computer literacy training.
Or even 8 hours sometimes is
8 hour
our minimum.
Maybe it's an OSHA training.
Correct. OSHA 10 and 30.
Training. Any type of training that industry A, B, or C may need. And I know we've expanded into certain areas, into Maybank, and we've launched some trainings, multiple trainings with some local industries. Down in Palestine, working with Christoph and the EDC and providing trainings for those different entities. This is, you're the business. Tell us what you need.
Correct.
And Eric and Rich somehow figure it out.
Yeah, we go back to the drawing board in some respect, and we find curriculum, and then we kind of, we have to reach out to find instructors and then locations, and then we kind of build a class based on, what your availability is. A lot of people can't afford to send their 10 employees off the floor for 40 hours because they're obviously need to work, so we kind of customize it. We can do evening classes, weekend classes. We try to avoid the online stuff because a
lot of that population needs that face-to-face.
They do, and it's like he was saying, we're not dealing with the traditional students per se that are used to online classes and hybrid learning. After COVID, all the kids here kind of get used to being in their dorm room doing it online or whatever it is. Or kids,
they say
my kids, in their sweatpants and on their phone. But the traditional student we're looking for is the already existing employee. So it might be someone that hasn't been in school for 20, 15, whatever years, so they might be a little apprehensive to step up and take a training class. So that's why the lunch and learns come in kind of, key, because we just give these people, anybody that, give them free food, they're going to show up anyway, but you give them a lunch and learn, you're kind of dangling the carrot, like, hey, this is what we're going to teach you. And,
and
this
it
is
helps
the class
so many different
take.
ways with the employer. This helps them retain their employees.
100%.
They say the more you train and educate the employees, the more likely you'll retain and you'll have a committed employee.
Yeah, and the employee becomes more proud of what they do, and then like you said, the income increases, and they feel obligated to stay at that place versus always looking down the road for an extra couple bucks an hour, which is how you lose most of the people in some of these industries, especially like a daycare. I just came from the meeting. We did a daycare, basic childhood provider pre-service down in Palestine, where the YMCA applies for funding, and then they send us students, and it's a 16-hour course, I believe, but after that they get certified so they can work in any daycare and become a director at some point if they continue on with the education. So it's just
and a lot of this will bridge over into the programs that we hear at
100%.
So this is kind of like you said earlier, a little bit of a taste.
They're dangling.
Hey, you can be successful.
Correct.
And then the potential student might say, hey, I have an interest in this. I think I'll do the degree. And they can start with a corporate training, move into a certificate to a degree, and soon, pending all of our approvals, coordinating board, SACCLC approvals, we'll have that bachelor's in business.
How great is that going to be?
I mean, you can grow the student from the very, very beginning of just a one-time corporate training to a 4-year degree.
Yeah. And a lot of our students are finding out, that we are so affordable, so you can continue.
We give it away. I had that meeting
we literally give our training away as long as you fill out the right application.
we give this education away. We give it. We haven't had tuition increase in like a decade. We just give it away. But no, we're able to do that. I say that kind of jokingly, but we're able to do that. But a lot of this corporate training is lower cost. But there are funds available 100%. At multiple levels, at the state level that will help businesses, because there's agencies at the state level that are looking for businesses to expand.
Correct.
Because that expands the economic base. And so they'll provide dollars that run through the college to help train their people.
Yeah. And if we can't, for some reason, find it through a government entity, I'm pretty sure your business, the owners are so excited that their employees want to engage in training and want to upskill themselves.
And many corporations have training budgets.
They do have training budgets. And we found, like, we've been doing, like you said, for about 18 months. I think we've done probably, 15 or so training groups in various industries, whether it's just leadership type stuff like supervising.
You've done it with the city of Athens.
Correct.
You've done it with industries.
And we've done a very up and coming one is this industrial maintenance. I don't know if you've spoken to anybody on that one, but Terrell Kaufman and Forney. Very big on industrial maintenance.
And that's kind of the jack of all trade fix. It's tool safety, tool recognition.
Plant safety, machine maintenance, and everything you can do on a factory floor.
I guess it's basic reading tape measures.
That's it.
Yep.
So that has become kind of a staple for us. And again, that's an intensive program,
and that may one day emerge into a degree.
And I think it really should, at least at our Terrell campus, because the need there is so great. And right now we're doing a 96-hour training in that industry, and we had a great couple professors step in and fill the void. But that alone, our classes I think are full, and it's only going to be stronger because, like I said, we started with the dangling of, but the thing is, and it's turned into a full program of 96 hours or more.
Let me tell you something about dedication. Rich and Eric, through this process of starting and creating this kind of entity at Trinity Valley, they have gone through the trials and tribulations.
Yes, we have.
It's almost like an Iliad on our journey home.
It is.
They built this from the ground up, and they went through those. We got our first training. We start Monday, and Friday at 4:30, the cancellation call.
Right.
And it's like, oh.
Right.
And then it's like, because people don't discount all that work that you guys were putting in and getting so excited. Instructor's going to be here. The students are going to be here. Then the phone rings, and you're like, I don't want to answer it, but you answer it, and it cancels. People. So much work goes into all the preparation of this training.
Right.
Because you are truly learning about the corporation that you're serving, learning about their needs, customizing to fit whatever time slots they have, meet the needs of the different populations in which they're trying to serve.
Yeah.
You put all this time and effort to get to the go time.
Right, and you find a location.
I remember when you finally got to the go time, I was so proud of you guys because y'all were beat down puppies up until that point.
Tails were between our legs.
Because so much work went into to see so many. I mean, I think it was one time Rich told me we almost had like a dozen last second cancellations, like
it was
last minute.
Yeah.
And now that's starting to take off. That word is getting out there. You know, different industries are telling other industries, you got to give them a go. What about, because the one thing I hear from industries, in which all of us wish we had the magic potion for this, the soft skill training.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing to help industry? Is that kind of embedded in all the training that you do to some extent?
We've kind of put it on the umbrella of what is it called? Communication strategies, because a lot of people, like you said, you would think everyone, it comes with, without saying that you have soft skills and you're able to speak in front of a group, or you look someone in the eye when you shake their hand, or
critical thinking skills, showing up on time,
just the basic, look presentable, business casual versus, hey, you're in your sweatpants.
I probably shouldn't say that today.
Hey, he's looking good.
As I'm sporting just a t-shirt in today, but
it's Friday
it's
for
Friday.
us.
It's casual Fridays on Thursdays here in the Valley.
And soft skills, man, they translate into every industry, believe it or not. You learn a few things. You can be in sales, you can be in, accounting.
Well, that's the critical thinking part of that.
And you're just
letting know when you're in the industry, letting you know if you see something wrong.
Right.
I've got experience where things have happened and someone didn't speak up, and you're talking about millions of dollars and time wasted because someone just
was too shy to say something.
Right. There's a lot of, for these industries, a lot of things at stake here, and having that critical thinking and processing, communication.
Yeah.
Because communication is key.
It is key.
And the thing is, it's always improving, because you're never going to be perfect.
Right. And there's so many forms of communication now, whether it be a text, via email, via phone call, or in person. It's just a matter of, people need to feel confident in what they're doing, and that's what we're trying to do. And I think we've been successful in the fact that we've now had repeat customers, or businesses that we partner with. Now we're doing our second and third training with these
give us
companies.
some examples of some training that you guys have done here
For
recently.
example, sure. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Galaxy Lifts out of Maybank. They make the cradles that go on boats, or they do elevators or staircases. So a lot of our welders, in fact, have applied and gotten jobs there. But we've done we started off with the basics, the leadership package. So we started with supervising others and communication strategies. We did 2 groups, 2 separate classes. It went about a week each. They loved it. So now this week, in fact, we're finishing up our second round with them, which is we're doing blueprint and schematic reading. So like any industry, you're going to have a blueprint of how to build something, and it's going to be a big old thing with a ton of numbers and symbols and whatnot. So to the average eye, like you or I, have no idea what we're looking at.
I'm sure we can put that together.
Yeah, right. It's like you get something in the mail and you're trying to assemble the bed frame. Nope. It's impossible with 3,000 steps.
Yeah, my wife yells at me for not reading the directions.
That's what I'm like, okay, I need to tap out, let someone else fix this. But no, you can basically customize the training to your industry. So like that being said, I can kind of explain it like this. We went in there thinking it was just going to be blueprint and schematic reading that would transfer over to any company. But we got in there and we realized, hey, it's a lot more electrical based than we knew. So we did kind of a shift on the fly. We had an electrician come in and partner with Rich doing the blueprint and schematics. So
I was going to say, Rich probably has the draft.
Rich is incredibly, as we know, he's a draftsman by trade, and that's, you're speaking his language, and that's his happy place, talking drafting. So he got in there, did the first couple hours of the training, and then he realized, okay, well, these people are asking for a lot more electrical knowledge that he may not have. So he partnered with one of our electricians that we've been teaching with in Terrell to come in and kind of take over that aspect of the class. So now you're learning specifically what symbols, what terms, how to fix the machines that you're using on your floor every day at Galaxy Lifts. So it's beautiful in the fact that Galaxy Lifts couldn't probably reach out and get that training, as specific from anywhere else. And now we have a partnership moving forward. They're going to probably send all their employees through
and see, that's the key there. It's customized.
That's it.
To exactly. And sometimes industries say, this is what I need.
Right.
But as you get into it, it's like, whoa,
that's not really what you need.
You needed this.
Right.
So we're helping the industries better identify
for sure,
which helps them when they hire the next round of employees, better identify the top employees that they're looking at. And what about pre-employment training?
I was
Have
gonna
you
say,
guys?
yeah.
What's amazing, I just led into
He
that.
just segued into the next topic. I was going to say, and
What?
to touch before we leave this old topic, we can also kind of touch on the internship possibilities within these companies, because we do have a lot of welding students. And like I said, Galaxy has a lot of welding. So I believe 2 or 3 of our students are currently employed there that graduated within, the last
Couple
year.
weeks ago?
Yeah. So, which is great for us. The career initiatives part of our job is also kind of new to the college. So we've developed a career center on the 2nd floor of our tech building, which we have a full-time attendant in there. And even in there, we've installed, certifications of Cisco certifications on each of the computers.
Mhm.
So if you're just sitting bored one day waiting for your class, you can go in there and literally log in and get Cisco certified on certain AI. And
Oh, I see. I did not know about
see,
that.
these are cool little
Wow,
things that
look at
that. It's just another little way to kind of upskill yourself and put you above the rest. But
anything to help separate
That's
you
it.
in the applicant pool.
and that's
We'll
it.
talk
So,
a little bit more about the career
Yep,
in a
another
second here.
time.
But what about some pre-employment? Have you worked with industries that say, "Hey, we need help"?
we just want the whole HR package, is what we call it. Yes.
Okay.
And we have a place in Maybank as well. And this was one of our bigger projects, still very much in the works. And I think we kind of got held up in the funding part. So they applied for a grant, I believe, in the nature of a couple $100,000, if you can believe it. But they have over 100 employees. So
Mhm.
for them, it's going to break down to about $1,500 to $2,000 per person. But they're
Mhm.
going to be able to spend that much on each individual for training over, I think it's a year's time.
That's
So
awesome.
we've spoke to this company, it's Techniform. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to drop names or anything, but
Please send all emails to Jorge.
Exactly.
No, just kidding.
Exactly. But we spoke onboarding with them, and we've even,
Because that's a big one. The
it is a
onboarding
huge
process
one,
is a
and,
big one.
and it's very much, a lot of the places, big industries, you're going to have an onboarding, and they're going to have a whole package where you go and you sit in a room and you watch a video, and they tell you, hey, this is how
They
you
got the old VHS.
right, the old VH, and some guy in the 70s in a brown suit with an orange collar, But we have the similar need for this company, so we kind of proposed, hey, the HR director said, hey, wouldn't it be great if we could just come up with a program? This is your first week of work. This is what the training entails, and then, here's your video. And we took it a step further, and we said, why don't we just do an all-inclusive training package, including an onboarding training video,
Mhm.
that shows. So you literally can hire you, sit you in a room, you fill out all your HR paperwork that day, then you start watching these videos. Hey, this is the first level of your job. This is the second. This is what it's expected to you at month 3.
And then they realize
and here's
after
your
that
path.
day's over that I was not what they wanted.
And they're like, well, maybe I,
Maybe you're- it's not you, it's me.
It's not right. It's an old breakup.
Yeah, it's not me. It's not you. Or it's not you. It's
It's
me.
definitely
But
me.
no, I mean that's the thing is, I think that's the big thing about today's Cardcast is getting people to realize other things that Trinity Valley's doing. Last week Chris Hicks talked about you could do phlebotomy, you do
Right.
certified medical assisting, these short-term programs. This is even different than that. This is industry A, B, C needing specific need at this moment to elevate their currently hired workforce, or as they go out and recruit,
This
and
is what, yeah.
and they say we have a population of people that is committed to show up and be here, but now we need to transition them into the employee that we need,
Right.
and understand the specific skills that we need. And so this is truly a customized process.
You couldn't
'Cause
say the
it
word
may-
more, yeah.
What you do with industry A may not translate directly to industry B. There'd be similarities, but industry B, for whatever they're doing, might have some particulars they have.
Right.
And of course, a lot of these industries, you do the non-disclosure, NDAs and things
Right.
like that, because
Yeah.
there is
100%.
proprietary information and things that they do, and y'all honor all that
All
through the
that.
process.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's great to see
Yeah. It's,
this taking off, because I was so proud of Rich the other day when I saw him and he was talking about this partnership, and they're going to do multiple training. He was so excited because I knew how long it
yeah, oh, yeah.
took to get to this point.
You saw the gray hair coming in.
To get this training taking off. So if I'm an industry and I'm watching it out there, how do I get with you guys to get information out?
That is a good question.
I need training, I need it to start in, let's say I'm going to pay for it. Let's say I got a training budget and I'm going to pay for it. And I need training starting July 1st because I got about 25 people coming on board in my industry. Can you make that happen?
I can make that happen. I like to give myself at least a 2-week window. So yeah, but July we could hit that window, being that we're
now,
still in May.
If you want to access the state money and help,
correct,
that takes a little longer.
That I give it a little bit more of a 2 to 4 week window because the state, TWC, and whoever else we apply with, they go through a lot of turnover and a lot of promotion within.
And great relationship we have with TWC
in all counties. So I just met with them last week in Terrell, and same thing. They're very eager to get on board with this because the need is so great. And I don't know if y'all know, but Dallas is Texas in general is one of the largest growing states in the nation.
It's industry and business friendly.
So every one of our industries and every one of our counties growing, and all these companies that I've spoke of, they're looking to expand, whether it's a second building or a whole nother warehouse or a future another shift, right? Night shift. So you literally can't keep up with the amount of growth. There's not enough houses that they're, so it's only continuing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm guilty. I moved from Nevada 3 years ago, so it is more appealing down here. You can have the lifestyle that you want. And again, Trinity Valley, there's no more affordable education. Trust me, I've looked across the nation to try and find.
When we started all this process and even choosing and selecting our prices, we looked across the country. We looked at areas. We looked at schools and places that have had a little bit more experience in this than we had, to make sure we're putting ourselves priced right for our industries. Because we know it's a mutually beneficial thing.
Absolutely.
We're helping them expand. They're helping us grow the program to provide more services. And at the end of the day, the economic impact
is huge.
If you grow that employee, their spending power and the things that they do reinvest back in the community.
That's it. They're going to buy a house. Send the kids to your schools and the whole.
Exactly. So it's a mutually beneficial thing, and we're very fortunate the work that you and Rich have been doing over the last couple of years.
Thank you.
To get this in place, where we have trainings about every week.
We are cruising now. We're on our schedule's gotten a lot busier than but that's a good thing. So whether we got to bring on more instructors, if you're interested in teaching,
blueprint, you need electrical. If you need leadership, you need computer.
That's it.
You need
OSHA 10 and 30. We do ISO training, which is medical devices, and we do. Like I said, industrial maintenance is a huge one coming up.
That one, I have a gut feeling. I could see that
could
having experience with an industrial technology type program.
Yeah.
Knowing it's kind of someone that is holistic.
Yeah.
In their understanding of operations.
That's it.
And their primary goal is to make sure everything's operating.
It's got to function. And that's the key is getting the student motivated. A younger student might think, you hear industrial maintenance, you think, well, are you the guy, the janitor, the custodian? Not at all.
No.
Like,
your
so you got to get that mindset turned in the right direction. Like, hey, you're actually the guy
it's almost like an engineering technician.
Basically.
That might actually be more appropriate. Engineering technician. That helps make sure all these mechanisms are fully operating to their highest capability,
and up to the
and
safety
then maintenance
standards
and services on those things. It's very high skilled. So all this is available at the Valley. A lot of people may not have realized, from the academic programs, from our new bachelor's degrees and pending all approval, the next bachelor degrees coming, our transfer degrees, then our career type professions, healthcare profession degrees, and automation and control degree, which is newer in Palestine and starting to get some momentum.
Yeah,
it's all available here at the Valley. Short-term programs through Chris Hicks and the adult and continue ed. And if you're an industry or if you're a municipality, because like I said, we did the training with Athens.
And we're going to do it for Palestine as well.
And if you need training to invest in your workforce, the Valley can make that happen. All you got to do is give Rich and Eric a call.
And that could be at 903-675-6378 is my number. You can also just reach out to us at tvcc.edu.
On our brand new website.
Props to Patrick and Shady and the crew that made the website. Looks beautiful.
Launched just last Friday.
That's it.
It is
pretty cool.
because that was one of my pet peeves was our old website.
It's a lot.
I actually think when I interviewed here, I pointed it out, and I'm like, these people, they're not going to like me because I'm just pointing it out.
Right.
But it took a good 18 months to produce a new website, and it just launched last Friday, and it is an amazing. But real quickly, before we sign off here, you talked about career services.
Correct.
Give us a brief rundown on all the things available for career services. Like, you'll help me write a resume.
Absolutely.
I can take some get some certificates.
I'll even do an interview with you to kind of prepare you, and I'll even give you a free suit and tie to look sharp for you. We got a whole rack of clothes up there that's been donated.
Do you have anything my size?
We have to look, but I think there is.
But yes, we do have a career services department for our students. If you're interested, if you need help with writing a resume, going through interview steps, the do's and don'ts, having a professional attire for your interview, some third-party certifications that you could do while you're learning that, just to help separate you.
That's it.
It's all available at the Career Services office, and that's located on what floor of the tech building?
Second floor of the tech building. Right as you come up the stairs, you're going to bump right into it. I believe, it's 205 or something is the room number, but you'll see it.
There's no excuses.
It says Career Center. I have one of my work studies kids in there about 20 hours a week or whatever it is. We're hiring a second one.
Okay.
But yeah, a lot of, it's wide open. Any student can walk in, but it's literally, we have resume templates.
And you get these students in front of these industries that you're doing training for.
And that's what I was going to lead to. My office is literally right next to the Career Center. So most of the times I'm going to know that someone's in there, and then I'm going to go and have the conversation one-on-one. And I'm going to probably take it a step further and say, hey, how far out are we looking for a job? Because I get people in the industry every week contacting me saying, hey, Eric, I have a position available for 3-4 people, or a bank teller spot here at First State Bank. Or so we've been able to plug a lot of our students into these
And I don't
positions.
think industries realize that how accessible y'all are with the students, that you can actually get them in front of the industry.
Right. And a lot of times Rich and I will drive the kid to his interview and work for the first week. Like, it's not beyond our... Rich has been up at 4 a.m. driving a kid to 6 a.m. start time to be a welder. And that's the kind of stuff, that's above and beyond.
Investing in the students.
That's what we do, though. Like, every one of our students, we really want to see the successful pathway, and it's very rewarding on our end, because as a teacher, the fulfillment when you teach a kid a task and they excel and move on. That's the same thing with us.
Life.
Exactly.
About employment, they got health care, they got retirement benefits, they got stability. It's a lot of things happen in the Valley. So if you're in an industry out there and you need customized training for your entity, whatever you may need, you need to reach out to Trinity Valley, to Rich and Eric, and they will put together a package customized for you. So just reach out to these guys and we'll help you out. I always tell people, you grow, we grow, we grow, you grow.
That's the best.
And that's how it works here in the Valley. Jorge, who do we have next week? All of our student support services.
Oh, great department, HQ.
Yeah, everything that we do to wrap around the students to ensure they're successful outside the classroom. So it's a team effort here in the Valley. So we will see you next week with our Cardinal HQ people.
Is there time to plug one more thing or no?
We got to plug one more thing?
All right, sorry, I wanted to plug one more thing. All right, so this is a newer thing we've got. It's called a Right-of-Way Acquisitions. It's a complete online 8-hour course, but it's for the oil industry. So again, something that we're not too familiar with here in East Texas, other than, in the oil fields, Midland and that area, Odessa. But this is an 8-hour online course you can take. Teaches you everything about procuring land, easements, to become, set up oil rigging. And it's the first of many courses. The instructor is a guy named Don Valden. We partnered with him about a year ago, and he does this, I believe, at one other Midland Junior College. Obviously, a little bit more success rate there because of the industry location. You're right there in the oil fields. But yeah, great opportunity for the student that does not want to put in the 2 years to get the associate's degree, but yet as great.
It has a motor and a drive. Because you're going to have a motor and drive.
That's it. And good with your hands, and you're working long hours, making great money. So again, just something that we can, like the Valley, you probably wouldn't hear much about it, but it's one of these great opportunities, as well as I brought my basic childcare one.
Basic childcare classes?
I just came from that meeting. So yeah, our hands are in a lot of different directions, making a lot of different stews, but we're cooking. So
there we go. TVCC corporate training.
We invite you to come eat with us. So yeah.
Well, Eric, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you, sir.
And I hope Rich is having fun playing with all the little new toys down there at that trade show. But we will see you next week.
That's right.
Welcome to Trinity Valley Community College. At TVCC, we're more than a college. We're a community, a place where you can connect, grow, and create a future you're proud of. We provide you a variety of pathways and hands-on learning opportunities to find your path and success in the Valley. We offer you classroom settings where you aren't lost in the crowd, but stand out. Why attend TVCC? Why not? So what are you waiting for? Come find your pathway in the Valley and become a Cardinal today.